Well, hello, Coffee Time friends. It is coffee time. It's supper time. And I got a hot skillet going here with some butter on it.
I reckon it is hot. You browned the butter.
That coffee's good. And yes, I'm having a little half and half of my coffee tonight. I do that from time to time. Seems like here lately,
You do put the potatoes in.
I've been liking that flavor. I still want my totally just black coffee of the morning. So into the hot skillet goes our diced potatoes. We're having sausage, potatoes, and cabbage tonight. This is a whole meal. Mama, you want corn?
No, I think this is good enough.
Okay. I have been known to throw a little can of corn in here too. I don't care.
I know.
Wow, like that.
Dude, you're dangerous.
I got,
Here.
what was that?
Where you dropped your potatoes?
Now, Mama, you can't stand on top of the skillet and not get a little splatter. Listen to her blaming me. Put you some Dawn on it.
I will.
Alright, so this is just a few of these little small potatoes. I don't think I need all
I don't
these.
think you need no more.
I think we're good. So I'm just going to put these in here. I've got this cranked up max over here. Let me see if that's cranked up on that side. We may have to take these over to the stove to get our potatoes really hot.
That's this one.
You don't need that one, you need this one. To get our potatoes really hot, but you can see there what's going on with them. So that's all I'm going to do is just fry some little potatoes there. Kind of excited about this meal tonight.
It says max. I think that's it.
I like this meal. It's a good meal. It's a hearty meal. It's one we'll eat on for lunch tomorrow too. So we have no problem with this. I saved a little bit of onion and I'm just going to dice just a fraction of an amount here. Nothing, because it's, even though it's early, it's still, you know, it could upset us a little bit. You know what, Mama?
It's a little later. It ain't dinner time.
It ain't dinner time. It ain't midday. Do you want no onion in it then?
Yeah, you can put a little. It's not a whole lot.
I'm not going to put much. Just
I'm
put,
going to set this over. It's a sizzling, but it's not got the
it's not got the power you want, but wait just a second.
pizzazz I want.
If you'll hold on just a second. Now I'm not going to chop these real fine. Some people like to chop them fine. They think that that'll be better. If Mama wants to pick a few out, she can. If you leave them big enough you can find. And if you got somebody you want to slip some onions in on, then chopping them fine might be the answer. You want your potatoes to get a head start. Let them start the race first. This is just smoked sausage, and I did wash it good. And I'm just going to cut it here on an angle. I'm going to start right here. I'm just going to go right down through here, cutting it on the angle. I like to cut it on an angle. It looks prettier, but it also has more surface area to brown. Some people like just to do the little discs, but I always like to cut it on an angle so you get more surface.
Now I can put this on that
Yes, ma'am.
skillet pan.
Yes, ma'am. You get more surface area. And that's what we're doing. So what's for supper tonight at your house? Anybody have anything good? I hope nobody ain't still eating them leftovers from Thanksgiving. It's time to throw them out, folks. I don't care how much you have left. I don't think I'd be eating this far long. Unless you froze stuff till it's gone. Mama's having difficulties tonight. What's wrong with you, Mama?
It's that old silly arm.
I love kielbasa. Yeah, I'm gonna put just a little bit of garlic. In fact, it can go in there right now. My mama lets you put the garlic, so you can put what you want. Just put enough for a flavoring.
This
A
needs
smidge.
to be trimmed up.
I'll trim it. You wanna take this and you can hand me another cut board if you want to.
That's all right. I just dump it in here.
You ready for that already?
Let it flavor.
This was a clean rag because I knew I'd need to do a little cleaning of my knife. Did y'all have a good Tuesday? I had a good Tuesday. This cabbage was just cut the other day, but it needs a trim. I call it the fresh cut. I want to cut this end off, get a fresh start, and that way we're good to go. Well, thank you, Mom. So I just simply do what I just said. I just take a fresh cut all the way down it. Try to make it as thin as I can. I don't want to waste much. I do want a clean, fresh cut though. And I'll go ahead and get some of these upper leaves here. Just like that. Do y'all do a fresh cut on yours, or am I just picky? I like a good starting fresh cut of whatever I'm using. Well, Mama, what's that burner now? It's still on. The burner don't get red, I think.
I can feel the heat on it though.
Yeah, but it don't show you that it's dangerous. I may have to have all that cabbage, because this is going to cut down. Now see how fresh we start right there. Got all that that's been exposed to the elements. Now I'm just going to lay him down cut side, and then I'm going to give him a good fresh chop. I'm cutting this way, then I can start cutting him this way. You can make your cabbage as coarse or as fine as you want. I just cut it this way, and then I'm going to cut him like this. Now he'll make a big pile, but it won't stack. It's all water. So when you put it in that heat, it's gonna come up with some water. Now in my pan, what I started out with there was butter and oil. Use both butter. When you're going to use butter, use a little oil. It keeps it from burning.
Is that too much?
No, look, Mama's putting that much garlic right there.
Can you see it?
I don't know, Mama. Can you see a little
Yeah,
woman in
I
there?
see it now.
So a half of a teaspoon,
Well,
we'll
it's
say.
not very
That's what we're going to call it. Now you're going to think, man, that's a lot of cabbage, and it may be enough. I don't know. We're going to find out. But really and truly, it's going to melt. Melt, melt, melt. That is. It's a pile. And all that'll just come apart there. You ready for this? Bring it over here if that's hot and already cooking, and I'll put them in here and let me see. Let y'all see what we're doing right here.
Take it back, because that'll cool it down really quick.
See, the potatoes are already coming together. The sausage is too. Potatoes are already browning a little bit. They're tender. So all I'm going to do now is just smother it down with all this beautiful cabbage. And I'm going to put my seasonings on right now.
Now sprinkle a tiny bit of salt on the potatoes.
Yeah, potatoes love salt. So you want to make sure you are salting your potatoes good. That may be enough cabbage, Mama. I
I think so.
Let me see. And we've moved our spices, haven't we?
I'll put them back where you can get to them.
Okay. Bless you, Mama.
Right in front.
Mama rearranged the drawer today,
Again.
but it was a have to because this little thing fell off.
Is that better?
This is wonderful. I'm going to put a little bit of lime pepper in this just because it's calling for it. You can sprinkle a little lemon juice on it if you want to. This is lime pepper. I'm putting probably a half a teaspoon, covering it. I like to cover whatever I'm cooking. I want to cover it. And I'm also using my favorite, y'all's Southern Secret. Both of these on y'all's, and you can go over there and get it. Some of y'all have said that my code is not working. The codes didn't work this weekend because they already had discounts. So if it has discounts, they don't double discount. So our codes don't work on those times. But use it and it'll tell you if it's going to work or not. So this is the Southern Secret. I love it. And the lime pepper, I love it as well. Both of those are staples here. Who knows what I might use since I can see them. I think I will put a little bit of this Bama burger on here. This is for burgers. This ain't a burger, but it's fine. There's some meat in there, and this is just a great little topper seasoning for hamburgers or anything. This will just give all this a little spice, but not much, and Mama won't mind it.
Here.
Mama, I like the drawer. For once, I like the drawer. Sometimes Mama rearranges my drawer, and I'm like, oh
I'll
no.
set that close.
I'll never find another thing in this drawer. Now I can see everything. That's our Tupperware spice. Oh, John, you just knocked them for a flip. That's our Tupperware spice drawer. And we use it a
I
lot.
want to put the meat, or I want to put that meat down to it.
Now, to this, you could add tomatoes, and I do sometimes. You want tomatoes tonight, Mama, since we got
No.
Rama's here?
We'll just eat this with it.
Do you want to put some tomatoes since you got Rama's?
No, I don't. You sure won't.
Well, we'll forego it tonight. This is super simple, super easy. Love it. If you wonder where I got these lids, these are just off Amazon. They fit various. We have skillets and stuff that don't have lids, and we fry a lot of stuff like potatoes, and it needs a lid. So I saw these, and I thought, let's give them a try. And so far, we've loved them, haven't we, Mama?
Oh, yeah.
Fits on anything, gives it a good lid, gets stuff hot quicker. I don't think I've attached it to our Amazon storefront yet, so that's fine.
You want your right
want that?
return clean?
Oh, well, I hope I'm through, Mama. All I want to do is eat now.
Oh.
What on earth am I drinking this coffee? Well, I don't know what it is ever since fall happened and ever since it's been a little cooler. Mama had some half and half here. We made a cream with spinach something. And it was going to go, and I thought, I'm going to try me a little. And I've been drinking a little bit in the evening. I did get some pumpkin pie spice, and it's good for the, for the Thanksgiving holiday. But now, I will venture out of the evenings on my 6 cup of coffee. I'll put a little something in it sometime. Just a pumpkin pie spice. I have put a dash of vanilla in it before. This is just plain old half and half though. It's not flavored or anything. And I know half and half in that stuff they say kills the goodness of the black coffee, but I think I've got my quota in today of goodness.
Oh, gosh.
I started at 3:30 drinking coffee. Well, no, I didn't. Take that back. I started at about 10 to 4. Got up at 3:30. It took a while for it to perk, So the time I got in here and got milling around and put the coffee on, it's about 10 to 4 when I have my first sip. I went straight to my soul, as I say. But it was good. I'm back on that crazy sleep pattern. I woke up at 3 and I tried to go back to sleep. Wouldn't. 3:30, I had to come out of there.
You see if it's cooking good. If it's hot.
All right, let's check it. Mama said, look at that mess, she said. It's starting to melt.
I put it on the big burner for a few minutes.
Let's go ahead and give it our stir. Because those potatoes, they're perfect. They're just brown good.
Hey.
Now this is going to rotate some of this out. That cabbage is going to hit that bottom layer, which is going to cause it to wilt down. Now if you want to put soy sauce in this for that flavor, you go ahead. I do it sometime. You want to put Worcestershire in it, that's good. I use the reduced sodium soy so I can control the salt. And I just love this.
That whole cabbage is coated back down.
This is one of those one pot wonders. that you can make.
I'll keep the lid.
Is that heavy?
No.
I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off because she ain't coming back with it. Mama don't like. Well, she likes the hot plates, but she don't like to use them over here. She wants that hot stove, which it does make.
Once this cabbage gets hot.
Well, I done unplugged you, Mama. I know you're tired of it. Oh, it must be somebody important that's not watching our live video. Have you ever watched the English comedies, and when Miss Bouquet gets a phone call, she always announces, "It must be someone important." I think it's funny. Because Spady, they didn't have telemarketers then. Because maybe every time mine rings, I think, must be a telemarketer. Alright, so what are y'all eating tonight? Looks delicious, Lynn. Yeah, I hope it's going to be. It smells good, too. That looks good, John. Well, Gail, thank you. Hey, Miss Janice. I like a little spicy mustard on my sausage, potatoes, and carrots. Now, I will, too, Deborah, Dorothy. I'll put a little bit of mustard on mine, too, probably. But Mama don't. Mama ain't gonna do that. Because I like the sandwich too. Like the smoked sausage and the sandwich on a bun with cabbage and all that too. I like this, didn't I?
It was alphabet letter, I think.
A little water. Now, here's something else about this particular meal. Our leftovers, if we have leftovers after we have lunch tomorrow out of it, we can throw that in some tomato sauce and have a beautiful soup. And it won't taste like this. It'll have its own distinct can of corn in there. Maybe even some broccoli, and have a cabbage, sausage, vegetable soup. And it's wonderful. And it's easy to updo a redo meal. Love that. Love that. Homemade pizza. We had that last night. Is that what somebody's saying? I would add onion also and fry it. Chrissy, we did. We put a little onion in there. Just having salad with tomato and cucumber. Sandra's having homemade pizza. Sandra, that was good last night we had. I made exactly what you're making, but I always add egg noodles. Yum. Terry, we do egg noodles sometime too, but not tonight. We're going to not do any bread. I'll tell you something I really like with it, and you gave me my choice of what you want with this. I would have to say cornbread.
Oh, I'd love to have some cornbread.
I love cornbread with it. But that's bread, and we're trying to stay off the white flour and sugar as much as we can. Not doing a great job at it. We're moderately hitting our mark. Meaning, sometimes we'll have a high carb meal and kind of destroys everything else we do. But we would have had that anyway when we do have cornbread every night. So it's not like, So we're trying to not have cornbread every night, or biscuit bread, or rolls, and you could keep on going. We used to be a bread family. We would have a meat and three and bread, and Mama would often have dessert. But we quit that.
I forget what
Look at Mama, how happy she is about it.
what dessert is anymore about it.
I'm proud of Mama. She's not started yet. She probably will. But she's not overdone it on desserts for Thanksgiving season. She really kept it moderate. She made a pumpkin bread. I can't read y'all probably, but at least I put you where you can see. She made pumpkin bread and pumpkin roll, but we gave most of that away. There's a little bit of pumpkin bread left here, but she made 2 loaves and only brought back. Did you have a whole loaf here, Mama?
Yeah.
We had 1 loaf here, and there's still quite a bit of it left. But she shared it. She's taking it. She took it, some of it to her girls, and she took some. Did you take some of that to church?
Took it to her nieces. I love to her nieces.
Yeah. Hey, John and Mama. Hey, Tony. How are you?
There you go.
I think we're done. Look here. Look at this. Now, this is what it should look like. And that was plenty of cabbage, and that is a good amount.
What are you going to do?
I've got my coffee, Mama. What do you want? And I'll go get you something.
Well, I've got this that I've had all day.
Oh, you're just drinking on that all day?
Yeah, all evening. I'll just work on this some more.
All right. Let's go ahead and bless it, and then we'll eat it.
Oh. You're not in there.
That's all right. You're the pretty one, Mama.
Oh, sure.
I could be in a sound in the background. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you so much for this meal. We just pray for the nourishment of our bodies, dear Lord. And we just want to thank you for all that you've done, all the many blessings. And dear Lord, we just always want to wake up thankful and go to bed thankful, Lord. And Lord, be with each and every prayer request that's here. Just heal the broken and heal the needy, dear Lord, and the ill. And we just pray, Lord, that you'll be with us, watch over and direct us, and be with our world, dear Lord, and be with our country and all the leaders, that they'll make the right choices according to your will and your glory. In your name we pray. Amen. I do want to say one thing. We got something wrong the other night.
I'll get that book.
The book that Mama, about the lost pet, came from Jan Barnett. And she watches every night, so hey, Miss Jane, we appreciate it. And Mama's going to get the book. But the card, we never did find a card, but anyhow, it's this book here, Why Say Goodbye is So Hard to Your Pets. It's a cute little book. It would help children. It would help adults. It's got some good reading in it. And it is a sad situation anytime you lose a pet, but it does talk directly about some of the issues and stuff. So, Jan Burnett, we appreciate you so much, and we thank you for watching. You're a super kind lady, and just thank you so much. So, sorry we get that wrong. We get stuff wrong a lot when it comes to gifts sometimes. And what the problem is time we open them, and then if you put them down and you move the least little bit, you're going to lose the card that you had attached to it. We're trying to work on a better system
But I ain't come up with it.
For it so we can do it.
It's moved.
That's enough for me, she said. Look at that.
Right now, I don't want. I
Mommy.
have a big piece of cornbread.
Don't you even talk about that. Did you see her snatch that up under?
Well, I didn't want it to go in there first.
All right, Mama. I like these taters. You want some more taters?
I've got a few. Oh, that's enough.
I like these taters fried like this. I want to show y'all as soon as I get through dipping. How many times is he going to go back? Just one more. I was just getting little scoops, really. Look there. Look at that potatoes right there. Look at that beautiful potato. And that sausage. Let's try it, Mom.
Oh, boy.
I'm just going to go right for a tater to
That's
start.
what I've got.
Look at that. Beautiful. Look at that. It's to perfection.
Potato is good.
Perfectly seasoned, might I add. Not too hot, not too nothing. Not too much salt. Now to get what we call the perfect bite, where you get a little sausage and a little cabbage and a little dab of onion in one delicious bite. See if I can roll that to make it look better. What do you think of that, Mama?
It's good.
That's a meal, ain't it?
Yeah.
Now, if you break this down, you got your potato, you got your meat, you got your cabbage. So you've got a 3 entree meal here. You've got all the good stuff. It's just all together, which makes it one of our one-pot wonders. You can put tomato in it. We do sometimes. Like I already said, if we don't eat all this, this will make a beautiful soup. Oh, it'll be so good as a soup. with tomato juice with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to pass up these kind of meals. That's one skillet, 15 minutes to make, maybe 20 for all the cooking. It's hard to pass up, isn't it, Mom?
Yeah, quick and easy.
So, when you're thinking, I don't have time to cook, I'll just run through the drive-thru. If you have something like this, it's quicker, cheaper, much cheaper, and probably better for you.
Better tasting.
That's what I say. It sure does taste better, don't it? Mm-hmm. So if you want to know what I did,
I don't eat hamburgers, so it's really.
that's true. I started out with about 2 tablespoons of butter and about 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. Then I put the potatoes in there, onions, the meat, and then we add the cabbage slice. Get steamed good.
And a little bit of garlic, minced garlic.
A little bit of garlic. We did do that. The lime pepper, it's got a zest to it. You can kind of taste it, can't you?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a Southern secret in there. It's onion powder and garlic powder. So it's the same profile as all the rest of it. The same profile as what we put in there. If you haven't tried this, go for it. And if you're in, fix your little cornbread with, it's so good. But this stands alone, Mama. Who needs cornbread? What'd you say?
Mom needs to fix you some cornbread.
Who needs cornbread, Mama?
Me.
I mean, that cornbread would be hot.
I'd overeat it.
We'd eat it. We'd eat it. We'd eat it. And we'd probably try to eat 1 piece, but then we'd eat 2. I'm just telling you like a friend. That's how we would do. And then we would have leftover cornbread. And that's what gets you in trouble. Because you're going to eat it tomorrow too.
Yeah, that's right.
We could mix up, like a half cup cornmeal and made 2 muffins.
Oh no.
Mama would fight me for mine. You ever watch those videos of those animals and where them lions and lionesses kill and then they all jump in and they growl at each other the whole time they're eating and you're like, they ain't even happy. They ain't even trying to get
happy.
along.
Maybe that's the way they show it.
They ain't even trying to get. That's what it would be if you put down 2 cornbread muffins on this table.
I believe I could beat you for them, hide you for them.
Listen to her. She's already got a plan.
Oh, like a little boy, I'd grab them and run.
I'd give them to you, Mama.
Can you see me running? No.
I believe Mama likes cornbread even better than I do. I about eat mine.
I think you gave me way much. I'd be eating still got some here.
Mama, you didn't hardly have nothing. Didn't put any black pepper on this. Didn't put any hot sauce. Somebody mentioned hot spicy mustard. That is good on this. I may put some on my lunch tomorrow. It's a good blend, the spicy mustard in this. I like to get smoked sausage brats and get a hot dog bun, put that bun on there with some cooked cabbage and some mustard and a little onion. We don't always put the potatoes, but they're always good in it.
Mm-hmm.
And the potatoes don't take long to cook if you dice them. Now, if you start trying to fry big old pieces it's going to take a little while longer. Don't you agree, Mama?
Oh, yeah. The bigger they are, the longer it will take them to cook.
Exactly. And brown. Because they have to go time on the bottom to do the brown.
I think them spices went to the bottom and stuck down there. A lot of them has.
You think that's stuck spices?
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought that was just butter. You think that's spices down there? I put it on the top.
Yeah, but we started in.
It may be a little spice and a little butter.
Yeah. Excuse me.
A little bit of everything goodness. But I'll just put a little water in that skillet, put it back on the eye, and it'll come right out of there. Whatever it is. If you have something like this, now here's another little thing you could have done, we could have done tonight, is about 5 minutes before we got ready to serve it, you could have put about 2 ounces of water in there, and it would have called deglaze the pan. All that brown would have bubbled up, and you'd have had a little flavor in there.
It's flavorful.
It's flavorful. But see, there's none of that up here. You may be right. It could be some spice. There's nothing up here really got to the bottom. All right, folks. That's supper, and I ate all mine. Did good. Tomorrow's Wednesday already. Midweek.
It's a flying by.
And it's going to be the big December. 2 more days. I mean, it's over, I guess.
Is tomorrow the last day for our Tupperware?
Tomorrow is the end of the month for Tupperware. But y'all, Tupperware has just gone crazy with the deals. They started pre-Black Friday, Black Friday, Saturday they had new items. They had new items yesterday, Cyber Monday. And they still got some new ones out today. They're trying their best to impress. And they've done well. And I'm going to tell you, I usually get the samples and I usually order, what Mama wants, but we've been in the Tupperware business so long, most months we've got what they've got.
Maybe a little different color, but we've got about everything now.
I have ordered every day. Every day I've ordered Tupperware because they come up with something new in a different color or different.
You've got 2 packages today I've not opened.
They had, I guess y'all seen it yesterday, the canister sets for like $20-something. The old vintage ones. Now we've got a couple of the old vintage ones. They're all the navy blue. But those would be great Christmas presents. Those would be great housewarming gifts. Those will go in Mama's gift closet. Mama keeps a gift closet where she keeps $2 gifts, $5 gifts, $25 gifts, $50 gifts. Just a few, not over the top, but a few Tupperware items for household showers. Keep a few of the shaped ball things. And they had a exclusive one. I think they still have it. I'm not sure. It was blue and gold. It was pretty. The shaped balls for kids. And that way, if you have a baby shower to go to, you can throw that in as one of your gifts in a onesie or twosie or threesie.
Threesie. That's not for a baby.
And
You topped it off.
and have your gift ready. So she keeps a little gift closet. Especially this time of year, there's always that stray family member that has never done gift exchange before. But it seems like they pop up with a gift every once in a while. And you're going, well, I don't normally buy them anything, and here I have it. So what you do is you get a neutral gift that anybody would enjoy, a blanket, something like that. You get a piece of Tupperware. Man, woman, child would love that. And you wrap it up, and you put a little Post-it note on it, what it is. When they give you the gift, you say thank you. And you excuse yourself, and you go get the gift, and you come in and go, and here's yours. And they're like, oh, you didn't have your, oh, it ain't nothing really. And that way you know what you got going on and you're never caught unaware. It just seems like it happens that way, don't it, Mama?
Yeah, every once in a while you run into that situation bad.
Exactly. Mama has been in a pinch and got a new Tupperware piece and washed it and filled it full of candy and said, here, and you keep the dish. And that's their gift. Just right off the spur of the moment at your Mama.
Yeah, candy gift with the bowl or jar is a great idea.
It is a great idea. And we've got some jars that are good for that too. But anyway, we're not trying to say Tupperware tonight. We're just talking about it and just
making them aware of the deals will be
the deal.
coming
And tomorrow will be the end of November, so that means look Thursday for some new items for Christmas because they'll be popping up. Because Thursday officially starts December for Tupperware World. It's quick. It's going to be close to the real month.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, Mama, we made too much food again.
You always make too much.
I do. I mean, they just sell it in so big of pieces.
Well, you could use half.
I don't. Mm-hmm. I don't fool that half joke.
I know it.
I just don't understand it. You know, like...
Half of the Tabasco sausage would have been all right.
Then you got another half.
Well, you can use it again.
I don't fool that. I hate when it says like a half can of peas. You know I'm going to use the whole can. And then I'm just going to adjust the other vegetables or whatever is in there. Half of, even like, I don't know why, and I guess this is my least worrisome thing, but like cream cheese. Half a block of cream cheese, I'm like, now I got a half a block of cream cheese I got to come up with something for.
Well, you usually eat it though.
I do with bagels or, something, but it's still, I just don't like the half stuff. I don't like a half a can of corn in something. Now I got a half a can of corn I'm going to have to do something with. It ain't really enough for a meal, a half can ain't. You can put in some soup. You can put it in your freezer. I know Jens will have a lot of reasons I could use it. I just don't like that. And it worries me. Don't ask me why it worries me. It's just a part of who I am. What was it I had the other night? And I told them, I said it just worried me. Oh, that Prego from last night. We used that on something. I used a little bit on the pizza. And now I've still got a little drop of Prego in there. And I'm thinking, what can I do with that Prego? Put it on a sub? And I'm worried we're going to lose a portion. It don't make sense. I always was... I was that way when I was a kid, and I'm still that way sometimes when I take my lunch to work. If I take my lunch, sometimes about 11:30, I think, I got that lunch. Should I go ahead and eat a little bit of it, and then eat a little bit at 1? What if I don't eat it all? Kind of bears on your mind a minute sometimes. Do y'all do that?
No, I don't. I eat what I want. Let the rest of it go.
If y'all have a half a jar of Prego in the refrigerator, let me know in a comment if it makes you a little crazy. How many times you throwed out a half a jar of Prego though? Because it was just hanging in there and it gets that green mold on the lid. I don't know why. What I've started doing...
A long time.
No, it ain't that long. I've started washing my lids because that seems to be the first place spaghetti sauce will mold is on the lids. I started washing my lids, then putting a clean lid back on it because you lose a lot of Prego that way.
Ooh, our lights are blinking.
I don't see it.
Maybe it's me.
Mama, you blinked. Not at all. No, not at all, John.
No, nobody worries about
Jay, I guarantee you, Mama, we're going to stay in here. I don't care if we stay in here till tomorrow. I want to get this settled.
You want somebody to agree with you. I know what you want.
I totally agree, Faye says. I don't like to have little dabs and things left. Faye, I hate that. I hate little dabs of leftovers. I'll tell Mama about to eat the rest of that so we don't have to try to... Thank you, Faye. Mama, I'm not the only one. Yeah, John. Not at all, John J. Brooks. I can't stand half jars either. Thank you, Beverly. Make English muffin pizzas. I've got some English muffins, Joe. I could do that. Hello, John and Mama. Just asking for prayer. Oh, no. Sandra Lopez says they've got COVID.
Oh, bless
Sandra,
God.
some of our families got that too. They missed Thanksgiving. That, I tell you what, we're going to have that, I guess, for a while. It bugs me. I keep list of my phone to remind. See, Andrea, that's me too. I feel the same way about tomato paste cans. There you go. Thank you, Tamara. Mama, I'm winning this. Angela Britt, are you on my side? I use the whole jar in my sauce. Angela, me too. But if it's on pizza, it's hard to. I do not know what we had. I wish you all probably remember. We had something not long ago, and I had to use a half a jar of Prego. What would it have been? Because normally I'll dump it all in there.
That might have been me doing that.
I have a half a jar of sauce, but it doesn't bother me. I couldn't care less.
See?
I just try to use it if you can. Teresa, I admire your spunk. I wish I could live like that. They should sell smaller jars. I like that too, Michael Flynn. Because sometimes I would buy Prego or Ragu. I'm not sponsored by Prego. We use any of it. There's even that Rio that's pretty good with low carb. I think it is. I said I always have half a jars in the fridge. Gail, I couldn't stand it. Freeze the Prego. Now, Gloria, I might do that. I worry about it. Karen, thank you. Mama, there's some warriors just like me.
Think of something else.
We've got a little old slab about that thick of a piece of cabbage in there, and I'm already thinking tonight I should have used it in this. But I'm like, what? I don't want that to go bad. I wonder what I could make with a little bit of cabbage. If I make soup tomorrow with this, I'll throw a little bit of cabbage in there. I'm just that way. I don't like halves of stuff. Mama don't care.
Bother me.
Mama don't care. Same way, and maybe this, it's just a sickness. Like there is a cake sitting here, Mama's pumpkin bread cake, and it's been here long enough that it's bothering me. You see it in there, so we cut around on it, but it's bothering me. I'm like, we need to get that eat. It's done. Gonna be a week old in 2 days. Tomorrow, it'll be a week old tomorrow, Mama. You made this. Is that right? Before Thanksgiving? Do y'all realize a week? Thanksgiving will be a week ago in 2 days?
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to check the calendar on that. That don't even sound right. I know it is, but this pumpkin bread, I'm starting to worry like it needs to be eaten. Now the reason is all haggard up like that. She took some of this to the ladies, and this is what was left over. So she brought it back and laid it in here. But I'm starting to worry about it. I'm starting to think, that's going to be a week old. We ain't going to eat all that.
I don't know.
You can't eat all that. Mama, we could freeze this. Can you freeze this?
Oh, I sure.
We could freeze this and drag it back in.
Let's just get rid of it. It's good enough. I may eat a piece after a while when it's set.
No, if you're going to eat it now so you can have you some peanut butter before you go to bed. Mama likes to eat these old sweets right at bedtime. Like at 8:30 or 9 o'clock, she'll be saying, I'm just going to eat this little bit of sweet. And I want you to eat protein before you go to bed.
I keep a pack of peanut butter crackers by my bed.
I know, but you was doing good when you was eating the peanut butter and graham crackers and eating a bit square every night before you go to bed.
Yeah, but I keep a little pack in case something.
In case you get low in the night.
Yeah.
Because that is when you get your low spells. So, Mama, I'm afraid that a lot of people's worried about it. It bothers me too. Thank you, Paula. I agree, John, Bonnie. Mama, they're just stacking up against you.
Well,
I have a half a jar of home canned tomatoes. sauce in the fridge right now. I need to use it. You, Dorothy, don't let homegrown tomato. Oh, I couldn't take that pressure. No, I drink it. I just had to drink it and get it going. Prego is one thing. Home canned tomatoes, that's another. Dorothy, that's too much pressure. I would be using that. When you live alone, you're used to leftovers. Tell you, we have a lot of leftovers. And leftovers don't bother me like a jar of Prego or
half a can of peas or corn.
Or half a can of peas or corn. Because I feel like that, to me, that is fresh food that we've purchased and I'm not going to waste it. Even though the leftovers are too, but we've not even attempted to use it. It's almost like it's sinful just to let a fresh half can of corn just sit in there and not be used. But like if we throw away a little bit of leftovers, I don't like it. But most of the time we share it out somewhere.
Yeah.
We don't throw away many leftovers.
No.
We'll make tater cakes out of taters. We'll put green beans in some soup. We'll come up with something.
Stuff leftovers for lunch most of the time.
And Mama started doing better. I'm proud of her. The other day, something she ate, and she told me, and I said, I cannot believe you ate that. She said, did you want it? I said, no, ma'am, I did not. I'm just so happy that you actually ate it, and it was protein. Baked beans is one thing she ate that was totally, I would never guess. And then you ate some protein the other day.
Some kind of meat? I forgot.
I know y'all probably get tired of hearing me fuss at Mom about protein, but when you're diabetic, the protein will cancel some of the sweets you eat, plus the protein's good for you, and it's usually, there's no carbs in protein. So, I tell her you can eat a little sweet, just eat some protein too. Look at her sitting there.
I'm innocent.
You're a little angel.
I wouldn't go so far to say that, but
and they're in the way. Yeah, Sharon, they do get in the way. That's another element of it. Totally agree, Doris. I think you're agreeing with me. That Tupperware, we use those Tupperware bowls most of the time for leftovers that are clear, the little oblong, weird-looking shaped ones, and that way I can see what's in them. If you put them in something opaque that you can't see through, it may never get eaten.
I have an aunt. If she had one spoon of peas left or corn or whatever, she had it in little containers in her freezer. She saved.
Now I've heard Mama Sue talk about, and I think this would work. I think I could even do this. If she has leftovers, I don't think she worries about eating them the next day. I think she puts them all in the freezer and then puts them in soup. Like a little bit of corn left, a little bit of peas left, a little bit of vegetables. Or even meats, I guess. I don't know. But she just clears the table and puts them in her freezer. And that way when she gets ready to make a pot of soup, she just drags all those out and puts them in soup. Now that's no waste. And that would probably be a better way to do it.
Yeah.
Live and learn. We gotta get a program, Mama. Mama, you got anything you want to add tonight?
No, I'm good.
She's good. It's cold here, folks.
I ain't gonna worry about a half a jar of Prego.
Mama makes fun of my problems sometimes because I do worry about the crazy stuff, don't I?
I reckon so. When you get old and go through a lot, you don't worry about the little stuff. It's just
Don't worry about the little stuff. Candace's great idea. Yeah, that's Mama Sue's idea, and I need to start using that because, you know, a lot of times you'll open a can of corn, you and your family eat it, and there'll be a couple of tablespoons left, and you think, what are you going to do with that? But go ahead and put it in the freezer, and then have your, I don't know how she does it. I think she puts it in individual bags in a bigger bag and zips it up or something. Then when you get ready for soup, you get your peas, you get your corn, you got all your vegetables right there. You know that's your vegetable bag for soup. Now I do that sometimes with, I'll do it this time of year more so than I do in the summer. But like if I have leftover celery leaves, I'm probably not going to use them in the dish I'm eating maybe unless I'm cooking it, and then I'll use them. But I'll put celery leaves in the freezer And
We've got celery and onions out yonder
in the freezer, because then that way when you make a soup, they're already ready. Or if you want to make a good vegetable stock, they're ready. If you have like a carcass of something, like chicken or turkey, you can bring out that celery and that onions and cook that chicken carcass, the bones is what I'm talking about, or the turkey bones, and it makes a beautiful, beautiful stock. And then you drain all that off and throw it away, and you just have that beautiful stock. But that celery and onions flavors that so good, doesn't it, Mama? So you can save a lot with those kind of things. All right, folks, we've talked. Mama has got it right.
Yeah.
She normally does, Holly. She normally does. I like to add vegetables to spaghetti sauce. Now, Andrea, that would be good. I've had carrots in spaghetti sauce before. But you could put celery, couldn't you? I mean, that's what's in Prego. You could do all that. Good idea, Andrea. I just bake Parmesan cookies.
Parmesan cookies. I ain't never had them.
No. Let's take all that back. Sorry. Michelle. She just baked persimmon cookies. My favorite holiday cookie.
I ain't
Well,
never had
Michelle,
persimmon cookies either.
First off, can you get persimmons anywhere but off a tree? Like, do they sell persimmons anymore?
We used to have a persimmon tree. I'd
We-
eat them raw every once in a while. But
We've had persimmon trees. We don't anymore. But do they sell preserved? Can you get it? You'd have to have a persimmon tree, which all of them's gone here. So you probably froze those, Michelle. Michelle, you could share that recipe with us. We could find a persimmon tree next year. Yeah, you could use brandy. You could use a Tupperware bowl. It's freezer safe, like the Vent serves, and just keep adding. Wouldn't hurt a thing. Okay, enough about this. Good night, Terry. See, Terry, we've run Terry off.
yeah.
Good night. Thank you. All right, let's go.
I'm with her. It's good night time.
Praying for everyone with COVID. Praying for
Yeah.
the special prayer request. Praying for all illnesses out there. Y'all have a blessed day tomorrow. We will.
There's stomach virus going around
Yes.
too. That's a lot around here. See,
There's a lot of people sick with something stomach related.
bug, I call it.
Kendra, you have a good evening too. Bye, Peggy. Folks, it's always just wonderful to get with y'all. We enjoy it so good, and we like to cook a little bit and talk a little bit. Sometimes we just talk, but y'all have a blessed night and find just something good to eat if you haven't already. Eat 6:30. A lot of people might be eating at 6:30. It's dark here, and it's 31 degrees. It's cold. Even I'm cold. Not in the house, but outside it's cold and it's windy. Winter.
Yeah. Come right up on us. Wasn't expecting it. As you said, they should put that stuff on the calendar.
Noticeably colder, it said. Well, we noticed the next day. It was yesterday it was cold. It was cold yesterday.
Started getting colder Sunday.
Yeah.
It was cooler.
You get those little Weather Channel alerts on your phone that said, noticeably colder. Angelica, I thought, it's going to cool off.
I noticed it right out.
You notice as soon as you step out the door and your breath materializes in front of you. All right, Mama, say good night, Mama.
Good night, Mama, and God bless you all. Have a wonderful night and day tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Y'all have a blessed night. Bye.